Hello everyone, welcome to my chemistry channel BL Das Short and Sweet in Chemistry. Now I am going to explain the topic is carbon and its compound, that is in class 10 CBSE syllabus. Now I want to request the 10th class students, please see the chapter, see what I am going to explain about carbon and its compound. This is part 1 where I am going to explain bonding in carbon compounds and covalent bond. Bonding in carbon compounds, now you can see in this world whatever you will see, that is only carbon compounds. Anything you can see that is carbon, even also medicinal chemistry. In medicine also, the almost all are carbon compounds. Similarly, outside what we are using in daily life, from polythene to PVC, all are made up of carbon. Then almost things are made up of carbon. The carbon in earth, but the question is, what is the percentage of carbon in earth crust? That is only very small, 0.02%. Now you think yourself, if the carbon that in earth crust is 0.02%, but here you can use so many things, you can fill so many things that all are made up of carbon. Force of attraction between molecule, any carbon compound molecule, if you will see the force of attraction, that is very weak, that is not so strong, very weak. The question is why? Compounds are more non-conductor of electricity. The force of attraction is very weak and they are also non-conductor of electricity. They never give any ions. Ions are not involved in the carbon compounds and covalent bond. Next conclusion here, the compounds are here, carbon compounds are covalent compounds. And so that is why, according to the property of covalent bond, and here the molecule, covalent molecule, the force of attraction is very weak, and so also they are non-conductor of electricity. Carbon and compounds have important role to play in this world, in this earth. Carbon and its compound, their role is very important. Without carbon and its compounds, we can't exist. And reactivity of carbon, then question is how, what is the main part of the, that means almost things are made up of carbon. What is the main part, what is the main role here? The main role, that is the carbon. Carbon, you know, it belongs to 14 group. And what is the atomic number of carbon? 6. It belongs to 14 groups. And here is the what is the atomic number? 6. That means 6 electrons are there and 6 protons are there. According to the distribution of electron, you know what is that distribution here? 2, 4. 2, 4. 2 means in K cell 2 electron and L cell 4 electron. 2 is the inner cell, and now we will draw the diagram here. That is plus 6. This is plus 6. This is, and here it is 2 electron, and here 2 electron, that is K cell. If again you round here, it is 4. So it is L cell 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means here outer cell contain how many? 4 electrons, and inner cell contain 2 electrons. And what is the atom number? 6. And how many valence electron here? See, 4. Because in L cell that contains 4 electrons. So the outermost cell in the carbon contains 4 electrons. Now we will see what is the role of carbon in carbon compounds. See the next point. The combining capacity depends on the number of valency electron. You know there are 18 groups in periodic table, whereas the 18 group, that is helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, these are inert gas or noble gas elements because their outer shell contains 8 electrons. That is why they are inactive, they are inert. But exception is helium. Helium contains 2 electrons, although it is, that is a stable gas configuration. That means except helium, all are having in 18 group, that is inert gas configuration, but exception helium where 2 is there, that is why it is exception for helium, and it is always related to hydrogen valency electron. Now, from that you can know the combining capacity. Then how? Let us sodium. Sodium is 281. That means one electron is easy to remove to attain inert gas configuration, that is 2,8. Are you clear? Sodium, what is the configuration? 2, 8, 1. Then K, L, M cell has one electron. Now it is easy to remove one electron X and to attain the inert gas configuration. But here it is very difficult to remove almost all 8 electron. That is why it is only possible to lose electron easily to attain inert gas configuration of neon. Similarly, if you see the chlorine, what happened? Chlorine is 287. That means here it is very difficult to to lose electron, 7 electrons. That is why it is easy to gain in 1 electron and to attain the inert gas configuration. So according to the requirement of the element, either it will lose electron or it will gain electron and changes to that is inert gas configuration. So every element has a tendency to attain inert gas configuration. First one, what I told, that is one type of ionic bond. In second also covalent bond, when sharing takes place and it attain the inert gas configuration. Now two types of bonds are there. One is ionic, other one is covalent. So ionic already you have read in metal and non-metal chapter, and here you can see that is covalent bond. So ionic bond, that is gaining and losing electrons. Example I told, sodium 281, and it is easy to remove electron 1 to attain the inert gas configuration. Suppose it will remove, that means what will happen? What is remaining? 2,8. So it is inert gas configuration. But what is the charge of sodium? That is plus 1. Plus means plus 1. So better you write plus 1. So here, that means here it will attain the inert gas configuration. Now it attains the inert gas configuration, but the sodium plus 1, that is sodium cation, sodium positive ion, it is very active. Similarly, chlorine 287, where it takes electron easily because it is very easy to take electron and it attain inert gas configuration, but it is very difficult to lose 7 electron to attain inert gas configuration. That is why chloride, this is called chloride ion, and here 288, it also attains the inert gas configuration of argon, and that is why Na plus Cl minus, their opposite charge. You know, any opposite charge, they have electrostatic attraction. So here it gives NaCl, it is called ionic compound sodium chloride, and the bond is called ionic bond. And here it is very important, remember this is ionic bond, this is ionic bond, how they form Na plus Cl minus, and lastly we give ionic compound. Similarly, come to covalent bond. Covalent bond also, you know, by sharing of electron takes place, and to attain the inert gas configuration, later we will see in clear. Here, what is the inert gas configuration? 8, and exception is helium. Just now I told exception case helium, and here only hydrogen related to the exception case helium, but other elements they have to attain 8 inert gas configuration by sharing of electron. Sharing of electron means when the shared electron were required. Suppose A is there, and here B. When it required, you will count for B. When it required, you count for A, that is sharing. When it required B, for B to attain the inert gas configuration, then it is that means it is counted by this electron. When you count the inert gas configuration of A, then also you will count these 2 electrons. That is where it is called sharing of electrons. Now here exception case, that is helium. And next, if one pair sharing, now see this is one pair sharing, that is inert gas configuration. The example is only single covalent bond. If one pair sharing to attain inert gas configuration, see here I I have written here H bond H, Cl single bond Cl. That means they are covalent bond by sharing of one electron. That means here I can say one pair sharing, one pair sharing. That means what is that one? It gives single bond. It gives single bond. And similarly, if I say here I say two pair sharing, that means here double bond. Here single bond and here double bond. Two pair sharing, double bond, that is two covalent bond. Three pair sharing of electrons, then here also three bond. Again see, one pair sharing means one bond, one covalent bond. Two pair sharing means two covalent bond. Three pair sharing means three covalent bond. Again see, here every element has a tendency to attain inert gas configuration. There are 18 groups. In the 18 group, that is inert gas group. So all elements before that, they are trying to attain inert gas configuration by two processes. One is by gaining and taking electron, and other one by gaining and losing electron. By gaining and losing electron, and second one is covalent bonded by sharing electron. So by two processes only, every element has a tendency to attain inert gas configuration. According to the nature of the element, they can lose and gain electron, or second process they can attain inert gas configuration by sharing of electrons. So the outermost shell electron is very, very important. From that only you can know whether they will share or whether they can lose and gain electron. Similarly, NaCl, how the bonds are formed by losing one electron, it is 2,8, that is neon configuration. Similarly, for chlorine, 2,8,8, that is chloride, by gaining electron. Now the question, from where it will gain electron, because sodium losing electron in this particular compound, sodium losing electron, and that electron that is gained by chlorine and to attain in gas configuration. Now the question is, they form ionic compound. Covalent bond, that is sharing of electron and to attain inert gas configuration. There is 8 exception case, helium, and helium generally related to hydrogen. Hydrogen attain inert gas configuration not for 8, it is only for helium, that is 2 electrons. Two pair sharing of electron, that means double bond. So here one pair means single bond, and two pair means double bond, and three pair means triple bond. So here, and next we will see about carbon and other elements, how they give the covalent bonds by sharing of electron. First we will see how the carbon not form any ionic compounds, carbon compounds. Generally it forms covalent compound. The question is why? We will see now. You check the configuration of carbon. Then what is atomic number of carbon? 6. So what is configuration? 2, 4. What is 2, 4? In K cell, here 2 electron and 4 electron in L cell. Again see atom number 6. So configuration 2, 4. 2 in K cell 2 electron, L cell 4 electron. So you can say also here this is L cell, this is K cell. Now this is atomic structure. In nucleus it is 6 proton, and first cell K cell 2 electrons, and outermost cell, that is L cell, that is here 4 electrons. Now there are two chances to attain the inert gas configuration. I told every element has a tendency to attain inert gas configuration. From the outer cell electron, it can be known how it is, what is the reactivity of that element. Now here 4 electrons are there. Then to attain inert gas configuration, what the carbon will do, and what happens with carbon? There are two possibilities. By gaining of electron, it will attain inert gas configuration, and losing electron, it can attain the inert gas configuration, whether it is possible or not. Now, by gaining electron, total how many electrons in outer cell? 4 electrons. So, you should gain 4 electrons from other elements. Now because the 4 electron already present in outer shell, and it can form C minus 4. So it would form C minus 4. But Here, the nucleus contains 6 electrons and outer shell now it will contain 4 plus 4, 8 electron and totally 10 electron, which is not possible because the force of attraction is more. The C minus 4 cannot be produced by gaining electron. That means the structure is not possible. It do not lose electron to form, it do not gain electron, it do not gain electron, that is 4 electrons, that is not possible. Now here, second case, what is that? By losing electron, how many electron it lose? It can electron lose the outermost electron 4 and what is remaining 2, that is helium configuration. Okay, whether it is possible or not, when it lose electron, it changes to C plus 4 and which would require, when one electron element or atom will lose, it require ionization enthalpy. When one electron lose, ionization enthalpy required. Similarly, 4 electron means a high amount of energy, ionization enthalpy will require, which is not possible to form C plus 4. Again, see, by losing electron, the outer shell contains 4 electron and it will lose 4 electron means C plus 4 and which will require high amount of energy, that is not possible. So first case, by gaining electron, which is not possible, which would form C minus 4, but since outer contains 10 electrons and 6 protons inside the nucleus, which is not possible at all. Similarly, by losing electron, here the cell contains 4 electrons, by losing 4 electrons it comes to C plus 4 ion, but a high amount of energy, that is ionization enthalpy required to form C plus 4, which is also not possible. To overcome this problem by gaining and by losing electron to attain the inert gas configuration, this problem how can we overlap? How can overcome? That is only possible by forming covalent bond. You know covalent bond means setting up electrons. So only possible by carbon, that is setting of electron, which forms covalent bond. That means here the losing and gaining electron, that is not possible for carbon. The carbon can form bonds, that is covalent bonds, by setting up electrons. Now next we will see how the sharing of electron takes place. Now except carbon also other elements also forms covalent bond. In next coming video I will explain, that is from simple hydrogen molecule to you will go to other ammonia and other oxygen, nitrogen. I will explain properly. That means here carbon compound how they also form by covalent bond. That is setting of electron takes place in carbon, we will see. So first we will see hydrogen, then chlorine, then oxygen, nitrogen. Like this we will proceed in coming video. I hope you like this explanation and hope you will subscribe my channel Vedda Short and Sweet in Chemistry, and also I hope you will share and like my channel. Thanks you all for watching my video. Thanks again.